leading him out is another archer that we saw earlier today, Khairul Anuar Mohamad of Malaysia.
Now this is a mini rematch of the team men's match. It's one individual from each of the teams.
That's right. Joe won the gold medal in the first go-round.
Yep.
And now Mohamad would like to even the count here in the men's gold medal match here in Shanghai. And there is a good look at Khairul Anuar Mohamad of Malaysia. Knocked off Brady Ellison in one of the early rounds, which was considered a major upset, considering the fact that Brady came in ranked #1 in the world. But Mohamad won that match 6-4. Then he barely defeated the USA's Jake Kaminsky in a thrilling match decided in a shootout. Both scored 10s, but Mohamad's shot was closest to the center of the target, and so he gets to go on and compete against this man, Joe Fanchin of the United States, who defeated Gael Prevost of France in the quarterfinals, Mitch Dielemans of Netherlands in the semis 6-5. And Joe, with his ticket already punched for Istanbul, would like nothing more than to come home from Shanghai with another gold medal in his pocket.
Well, and Mohamad is looking to have defeated all 3 of the Americans at this event, head-to-head.
That's right. It could be a clean sweep if he can come up with the shots here.
And that's a tough run.
So he's gotten Brady Ellison already.
I say all 3. Actually, I'm forgetting about Jacob Wilkie. So no offense to Jake.
I'm sure none taken. There's Brady Ellison, who we'll see in Istanbul. Brady won the first 3 stages of the 4 stages, gold medals at each of the stops, but this week finished 9th after losing to Mohamad in the early elimination rounds. Here's Joe Fanchin of the USA to start things off in the men's gold medal match.
Good focus shot, a nice 9. He'll be using his experience from the team round. Actually, both of them, they have equal experience in the team round to here, so this should be a terrific match. They both start out with knowledge. There's a nice 10.
Good 10 for Mohamad, who's trying to score his first World Cup points of the year.
Interestingly, though, I think the archers have swapped sides. The Americans were on the far side. In the
Make a difference?
Well, I guess we're going to find out.
I guess so. Apparently not.
Yeah, no, they both know where the middle is.
It's kind of like basketball, you know, basket's the same height.
It is. Sometimes
no matter
there's a
what
little bit of difference in conditions, though.
Yes.
A breeze that is not quite making it to the near side might be just slightly affecting the far side, and so you end up with arrows that drift another 1.5 inches, and that's the difference between a 10 and a 9.
With the 10, Fanchin can really put the pressure on Mohamad.
Oh, that's close. I think it's a 9, though.
They're going to call it a 9.
I think it's out. It's tough to call from that camera angle because the camera's looking up. You can't really see where the line is, but I think it's a solid 9.
So with a bullseye, Mohamad can win this set.
Oh, that was a big throw. That was a bad shot, 3rd arrow.
So Mohamad had a chance to win that set, needed a 10. Couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, he didn't get the same luck that Mitch Dielemans did with his spectacular follow-through on his match.
So there you see it for Joe Fanchin, 28 out of a possible 30 in that first set.
Yeah, that'll do. So he's got his 2 points out of this set, but against that, we have to say that Mr. Mohamad here shot the arrow that was wild and crazy, and that archer seems to have been winning the matches lately. So now
26.
It wasn't on his first arrow. That might make a difference.
Scored a 7 on his 3rd arrow, so he settles for 26 of a possible 30. And the decision goes to Fanchin in the first set, so he takes a 2-0 lead in this gold medal match here in Shanghai.
That 2-0 lead it's very, very nice to have just in your back pocket.
And you can see the officials looking very closely there to see if that's on the line or not.
Oh, wow, they've got the magnifying glass out. I guess it is closer than it looks like. They called the judge over. It's interesting. It's a bit of a why not, right? Because 10s feel better than 9s, but Joe's won this set regardless, so the score, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
But everybody likes to get it right.
That's true.
And Joe wants all the points he can get.
Absolutely. Oh, and I guess there is the Longines
yes.
10-count prize.
10 count, that's
absolutely,
right.
Yeah. So that's likely why they had that one called.
Longines will be presenting their award to the 2 archers, male and female, who have the most 10s throughout the
I think that's just in the compound category that year.
Yes, I believe you're right. Yes.
So that reason goes out the window. But yes, Longines will be awarding a prize to the archer who shot the most 10s in the 4 stages of the World Cup this year.
Nice strong shot.
Right on the line.
That's a good 9.
There you go.
9s are good, 10s are great.
Fanchin leading 2-0.
I like his focus. And
Okay,
that's an 8, I think, low.
It's all right. It's all right.
You can tell Joe's all business.
Absolutely.
Now, will he be watching this shot by his competitor?
In what sense?
In the sense of, is he watching his competitor, or is he thinking about his next shot?
Joe, I don't believe, is paying any attention at all. He'll hear what the arrow was, because there's no way to shut your ears down, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change what Joe's going to do, which is aim at the middle and shoot it.
Shot right there, right like that. Shot.
From your lips to his ears. He heard you, apparently. Solid 10 for Joe Fanchin after Mohamad had shot a 10. Mohamad on the line.
Just gets a line biter 10. So Mohamad has 1 set too.
So we have a battle here.
Yep.
Joe Fanchin will finish it out, but there is no way he can win this set.
Which is a great, it's interesting. Right now, it's a great opportunity if you mathematically lost a set, it's an absolutely perfect opportunity to take a free shot. You get to relax, you get to shoot your perfect form, you get to see where your arrows go. It's a great opportunity. It'll be interesting to see going forward if anything changes. If once you've been mathematically eliminated from a set, if they just stop the set. I don't think there's any indication that rules, and I'm just making stuff up. I'm not trying to put words in anybody's mouth.
But maybe you're right. Maybe it's a chance to experiment a little bit. You've got an idea. Let's try this. The set's already been decided, so let's find out if this works.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity if you take it.
So we're tied up at 2 in the men's gold medal match here in Shanghai at the Archery World Cup. Glad you're with us here on ESPN. Carl Archie along with Hugh McDonald. Down by the river here in Shanghai, where the hospitality has been outstanding all week long, as our hosts from China have been nothing less than gracious. Terrific hosts and a terrific setting they've provided here along the river in Shanghai in the shadow of the Oriental Pearl Tower. Not to mention the rest of the skyscrapers
10 seconds.
in this amazing city. Third set about to begin with Joe Fanchin.
Shot, Joe, right there.
Nice 10.
Nice shot. That was perfect.
So the ball now in the court.
That's good coaching from Joe's coach. Nice relaxing words, nice encouragement. That's a 9 just out.
Ball in Mohamad's court, and he comes up with a 9, falls behind by 1 point.
It was a nice quick shot, though. I like the confidence and the smoothness of Mohamad's shot there.
There you go. Another one like that, Joe.
I like the 10
like
Joe's shots.
Fanchin's on a roll right now. Joe Fanchin, who finished 33rd at the World Championships in Torino back in July in the individual competition, trying to pick up gold here in Shanghai.
Oops.
And Mohamad accommodating, at least here in this third set.
Looks that way. It looks like Joe's going to probably win this set. So Mohamad now has the opportunity to relax and shoot. So that locks down the set for Joe. Joe will be up 4-2, and Mr. Mohamad here has a chance to reset, work on his form, shoot a perfect arrow, and right smack in the middle. There it is.
So with the pressure off, Mohamad comes through with a 10, but it's not going to be enough as Fanchin wins that third set, 29-27, picks up 2 more points. And now, after 3 sets, Joe Fanchin leads it 4-2 and is 1 set away from picking up the gold medal, which would be his second on the day. Of course, he got the day started as a member of the U.S. men's team that won a gold medal earlier on. And there you see the officials marking the target, pulling the arrows.
Well, if these guys can relax at this point, it's a great opportunity to have some terrific archery, because both of those guys know that they're dialed right into the middle, and both of them are great shooters. So we have these next couple of sets, if these guys can just relax a little bit, this will be some really good shooting for the gold medal match, or for the gold medal, sorry.
So the fourth set will begin with the Malaysian team looking on with great anticipation.
And there's a
Hoping
couple
for the
Americans
best.
back there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Jake Kaminsky and Diane Watson were in the background there.
Both sides silently pulling for their teammate, and there is a 9 for Mohamad to start the fourth set.
He's been generally out to the right. It'd be nice to get those a little bit more centered. Joe with that American thumb tipped out just a little bit.
Drawing back that Easton arrow.
Right there, Joe.
Another 10 right with the other ones.
Almost
got
a perfect 10.
Yeah, he's got a really nice little group, slightly low and left, but if you keep winning sets, why would you mess with it?
Mohamad
Drops his bow arm, drops the arrow into the 10 ring. Nicely done.
picking up the challenge from Fanchin, who now has to answer. He leads 4-2 here in the fourth set.
Oh, a little bit of a twitch on the bow arm. And that's where his errant shots have been going. It's a 9 low left, so Mr. Mohamad here has an opportunity. If he can shoot a 10, they can at least split the set. Oh, that was a big throw. Got a 9. So he has an opportunity. He needs a little bit of help from Joe if this match is going to continue. Joe has the opportunity to close it out and win it.
But he's got to be dead center. Joe Fanchin can win it right here with a 10. Anything less, and we're going to a fifth set. You see the Longines clock winding down with 5 seconds to go. He shoots a 9.
All right, we're going to a fifth and possibly final set. If Mr. Mohamad can win this next set, we'll go to a shoot-off, which I personally, that's what I'm rooting for. I love watching the one-arrow shoot-offs, and having a one-arrow shoot-off for the gold medal would be terrific. But Mr. Mohamad needs to win this next set to force that to happen.
So they split the points, each receiving 1 point in that fourth set. And so Fanchin, who had a chance to win it in the fourth set, leads it 5-3. Picked up 28 of a possible 30 points in that fourth set, but only gets 1 point for his efforts in that fourth set. So he has 5 total for the match, 3 total points for Khairul Anuar Mohamad of Malaysia.
But, you know, as you were saying earlier, hitting a DVD from your opponent's 25-yard line is easier said than done.
You really do have to go and stand there and look out at that target to get the perspective that you have, Hugh, from all the years that you've shot. And, of course, Mohamad has shot, and he starts off the fifth set with a 9.
It's one of those things, the television makes the target look big, and it's partly because when you're standing beside the target, the whole target face is roughly 4 feet across.
It looked pretty big right there for Joe Fanchin.
Yeah, sometimes that 10's just staring you in the face, and I like where that 10 is because it's outside of his little low left group. So now if he has a bit of an errant shot, if he follows his normal patterns, even his mistakes now will be 10s because his mistakes haven't been very big in this match. So I like that adjustment.
Fanchin with the advantage right now in the fifth and what could be the deciding set, but
that was a bigger mistake.
Yes.
So now we're all evened up in this set. It gives Mr. Mohamad a chance to really put the pressure on. Gives him a great chance. That was one of his better shots, and it's an 8.
Came in low that time.
All right, so all Joe needs to do is
9
shoot
or
an
better.
8.
Oh, 8, yeah.
8 to tie, split the points, win the match. Well, he gets a 7.
7.
My goodness. Here we go for a shoot-off. That's fantastic.
Oh my.
I'm not happy that Joe shot a 7, but I love watching shoot-offs.
It does make things very interesting, though, as that 7 gives the fifth set to Mohamad. So we're tied at 5, and we're going to a shoot-off. And once again, as you've said, Hugh, it's one shot to win it all, and whoever is closest to the center gets the gold medal.
Absolutely. It's after 72 arrows of ranking and then probably another 70 or 80 arrows each
It all comes down to this.
It's one arrow.
One arrow.
Yeah. Put it in the middle and put it in the middle closer than your other guy.
We're shooting first, Joe.
So our final,
Joe's shooting
match.
first.
Yeah, in the recurve competition. There's the judge.
And Joe's actually, Mr. Fanchin is in an excellent position right here. He's shooting first. He gets the chance to throw down a nice 10 right beside the X and really put the screws to Mr. Mohamad. This is it's a great place to be. If you're in the shoot-off, I like to shoot first.
You'd rather go first.
I like to shoot first.
We'll see how Joe Fanchin likes it. He had the lead at 4-2 and 5-3, but shot a 7 with his final arrow in that 5th set when he could have put this away, but now has to go to a shoot-off. And Joe Fanchin, let's see how he handles the pressure.
Handles it all right. I think that's a 10.
They've called it a 10.
Well, it's in the same hole that scored a 10 before. So, but it's lots of room within the 10 ring for Mr. Mohamad to take this match. And that's what it's not going to do. Joe wins the match. Joe wins the gold medal. Good for him.
A little bit more tense, a little bit more pressure, a little bit harder than I know Joe Fanchin wanted it to be, but Joe Fanchin will take the result nonetheless. Bottom line, that's your gold medalist right there in the men's competition.
Absolutely, yeah. And to be honest, having watched them, Joe, I think, looked a little bit more comfortable in that match than Mr. Mohamad did. You saw a few more flailing arrows from the Malaysian than you did from the American. There was only one really surprising shot from Mr. Fanchin, I think, and that was that 7 to finish off the regular sets.
He was just trying to make it a little bit more suspenseful and add a little more drama to it. That's all. Joe Fanchin
just wanted to milk his moment a little bit longer.
A flair for the dramatic as his coach celebrates.
Yeah.
And the photographers, Dean among them, right there snapping off. Golden moment for Joe Fanchin right there.
Good for him. And good for Mr. Mohamad from Malaysia. That's a good result. Again, silver is a good result.